gonna have to do it again, boys.
7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal, seeing everything, the time is going, ticking on and on, everybody's rushing, gotta get down to the bus stop, gotta catch my bus, I see my friends, kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat, gotta make my mind up, which seat can I take? It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, 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 partying. Fun, 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 fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Now we're driving on the highway, moving so fast, I want time to stop. Fun, fun, think about fun. You know what it is. I got this, you got this. My friend is by my right. Hey, I got this, you got this. Now you know it. Kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat. Gotta make my mind up. Which seat can I take? It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, 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 partying. Fun, 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 fun. Looking forward to the weekend. Yesterday was Thursday. Today is Friday. We so excited. We gonna have a ball today. Tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday comes afterwards. I don't want this weekend to end. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. We gotta get down Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, 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 partying. Fun, 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 fun. Looking forward to the Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, 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 partying. Fun, 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 fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
There we go. I played the full song that time.
Yeah, but I'm sat there dancing on my bed. Well, I'm sat on my bed waiting to do my little Indian dance.
I was just waiting for it to bounce away side to side. Oh man.
I think that guys, that's got to stay for Fridays.
It's gonna have to.
It's got to stay for Fridays to perk everyone up when they're racing.
See, I know. I obviously I normally go for I go for the Lando Norris famous one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I quite. it doesn't perk me up, isn't it?
That's quite good. That's quite perked me up a bit, lads. Good feeling now in the race.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Oh man, that lyric. Tomorrow is Saturday. And Sunday comes afterwards. I was like, yes, it's gonna be the worst ever lyric line, but like, it's so bad, it's good. Oh man. So we're waiting for the driver to come along, but like he didn't bother turning up.
No.
So let's like I've had some comments already. So first of all, we got home. Going, it's Friday. Yeah. Big salty seawater. I want to know who's this guy. I love that name. Big salty seawater.
Big salty seawater.
I love the name. Going banging tune. Iceman going, I'm hoping to join RRL for next season. Looking forward to it. This championship isn't over yet. Been great battling all season. Bang! I love that comment.
Yeah. He wants to join the F2 league, apparently.
See, the thing is, though, I honestly I think Iceman would be a fantastic addition to F2. He's one of those drivers. I reckon he'll get into the mix. I reckon he'll be one who will face the people like Joe Meep and that, because he can give freedom and non-human a good race at times.
I think he'll give LH a run for his money. I reckon in the F2, if LH decides to come back in it and play darts.
Yeah, but it's like, so Iceman would be a great addition for the Wednesday race, but I don't want to see Iceman go from TTFL because he is a staple point. He is the current clean driver champion. So basically, the commentator's driver of the season is more of a clean driver of the season. So basically, Iceman is still in the running to be a double champion.
Yep.
So, and he says thanks for the comms as well, guys. No, thank you, Iceman, for being a fantastic driver. So we can only commentate on what we see, and if you guys keep racing the way you do and giving us a show, then our job is easy. We'll come up with a bit of random knowledge about a lot of time, a lot of shit, really.
Yeah. A lot of
sorry
shit.
Sorry for the language, but that's exactly what it is. It's a load of shit.
Yeah.
Some banging tunes at the beginning to get you pumped up for the comms.
Yep.
Friday. Belterai, thanks for the comms, my guys. Thank you for joining us, Belterai.
Yes, thank you.
Matthew Green, yo, I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. Dave is back. Tell our friend Chris. Dave is back.
Dave is back. Hello, Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Now, as we said before, we had to reset everything and come back. It now has decided to be sunny.
Well, to be honest, I think it would have been sunny for the race day anyway. I did stay on long enough to see that the weather was quite bright anyway. So I'm glad it's a sunny race. Fist to DNF. Oh, first to DNF, hobo. Man, I swear down this shed is messing with his head so he can't spell.
It is.
First to DNF. Well, if qualifying is anything to go by, Loco Melik's hitting the wall first straight away. Might be one of them. So we now get the formation lap as they do head off nice and gently out of the starting grid. So we've got 15 drivers after Dara decided that his squeaky wheel won't work. I don't know. I think he's just I think he might be miffed about the fact that we said he sounds like an Irish squeak toy. It's his own fault. Check tires. Oh, bum.
2 drivers on the hard tires.
So Freedom's on mediums. Actually, did Freedom qualify? I think Freedom did qualify on his mediums.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
He did put his time on the mediums. So maybe that's why he backed off on the softs, because he's like, you know, I'm going to start on the mediums. So So I think the tires are right from the top 10. Iceman got bumped up. I think he should have still been able to choose his tires, because he technically did qualify in 11th. So I reckon he should have had the first free choice. So top 9, top 9. So top 9 would have got free choice. So it was would have had to stick to what they qualified on, and 10th and below would have got free choice. So that's Iceman, Nevo, Belter, Flea, Locomelix, and Pint-Sized Geezer. Now, straight up, I don't know. I don't know really what the ideal tyre strategy would be, but if I was racing, it would be a 2-stop race for me.
Yeah, it would be for me as well.
I'd start on the mediums. Oh no, actually no. Start on the softs, go to the mediums, and then depending on how long those mediums last, whether I go mediums or softs again. That would be my rough, I think. Or start on the mediums, go softs. Yeah. And then I would choose softs or mediums at the end. That's the 2 options I would have went for.
Yeah, I think I'd have probably done that.
So, but like, you kind of, it's like a game of chess really. You got to put a plan. So it is coming up for fun non-human, showing a soft medium or soft hard. Stay away from the hard tyres. The hard tyres are terrible going through the S sections.
Yeah, I think Belter and Pint-Sized Geezer could potentially struggle on those hard tyres at the start.
Yeah, so we got Dave who's trying to blag our head saying it's raining but it's going to snow soon apparently.
Okay.
Don't think so, man.
Don't think so.
Looking out the window here, all I've got is a tree's falling down on my next door neighbour's car.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's an oh yes. Screw you.
Oh yes.
Screw you, you loudmouth bastards.
3, 4, 5 lights.
And it's go.
So Moylan gets a really good start.
Does Moylan get? No, Moylan couldn't get non-human.
No,
Moylan goes on the outside, but
as we've got people dropping.
Do you know, I tell you, Belter dropped down, but he's caught right up going through turn 2 because he gave himself some space. Locomelix has made some fantastic moves with Pint-Sized Geezer, both 11th and 12th. Absolutely fantastic movement from these drivers. So I'm actually on board with Belter watching Locomelix, who seems to have a nice line going through the S sections, but goes a little bit wide at turn 9. Heading into turn 11 now, he goes on the inside of Pint-Sized Geezer. Looks like he's making that move done. Now Locomelix with the medium tyres should be running rings around these hard tyres, and he makes that move clean. That was a clean overtake in turn 11, but Pint-Sized Geezer's got the basically he's got a bit of extra speed there from the thing, but Locomelix has actually lost a bit of wing. He's lost a bit of foot wing, so which means that could be hampering his cornering at the moment.
Oh, it was Pint-Sized and Loco still battling. So is Belter and Iceman as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So Flea's in 10th at the moment. Freedom's dropped down to 9th. We've got DXT Cons in 8th. DXT Anthony in 7th. Louis in 6th. We've got Beaker in 5th. We've got DXT Matty in 4th. Non-human picks up the fastest lap, which is quite easy to do in the first lap. Speedy in 3rd. Moylan 2nd. Moylan's constantly harassing non-human to try and get that first place. Now this is going to be a battle. I would love to see Freedom in the mix with these 2 drivers, but we will see how pit strategies go. And non-human's line seems a little bit more sweeping than Moylan's. It means he gets a better exit speed, but the entrance is a little bit slower.
Moylan gets a really good run out of that corner going up top of the hill.
I tell you what, this is fantastic. These 2, a lot of respect for these 2 drivers to each other.
Yes,
a lot of respect.
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic move by Moylan. Not a human. Just has to now stay with him. He might be able to get back as Speedy is joining him in the mix. So it's 2 Alpines versus a Mercedes. You never see this unless it's against Bottas.
Unless it's against Bottas.
Yeah. Oh, Moylan breaking. Non-human loses a bit of grip. Speedy had a really good view of this.
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic. A little bit of contact between the Mercedes and the Alpine there of non-human and Speedy, and again still side by side. Fantastic battle.
Fantastic.
This is amazing racing from the free front rider. But as these are battling, DXT Matty and Beaker are catching up. So we could see the top 5 battling out as Beaker picks up a few seconds.
Penalty.
This is absolutely fantastic effort from all these drivers here.
Absolutely, couldn't agree with you more. Now DRS is enabled this lap, so can non-human and Speedy try and work together? But will Moyland help out Speedy so both Alpine drivers can actually work together?
But the thing is that, right, Moyland, if Moyland tries to slow down non-human, oh,
he's got non-human. What happened to non-human?
he lost it through the S's. He lost it.
No.
I switched onto him, and as I switched onto him, he hit a wall. I didn't even see how he lost it at the S's. But all
I was just about to switch over, and all I had was a car hit the wall, and that were it. Wow, so top 3 battling and non-human loses it coming through
do you know what,
the S section.
But the thing is, we've not got a virtual safety car. We've not got. I'm actually watching Loco Melix at that corner as well, and he almost lost it as well.
Yeah. Wow. So
I've got a comment here from there, Dave. So. Gas still jinxes people then. yes, I do.
Yes, he does.
I have still got it.
He does. He's still got it, even for F2 races as well. He's still.
I still do it. Every now and then I do jinx the driver.
Every now and then.
Right. I've done it pretty much every race for like 5 races against Dave. Every single go on to him, he crashes out. I think the best one was Canada. Going through the chicane at Canada right at the end, and he hits the wall, does a fantastic fair 720 spin across the track, and it was the first time I actually put my camera on him that he crashed on that race, and ever since that I tried not to put him to stay on too long.
Because it looks like DXT Iceman and Loco were getting in a bit of a contact at the punch charge geezer as well. He's had a bit of a spin going into the last corner.
So at the moment we've got an LP1-2, and it looks quite comfortable. DXT Matty does need to start closing this gap down, and Beaker could actually be one of the Joe. He could think, right, if I work with DXT Matty here, we can start closing this down.
Geezer's gone. He's retired.
It's the same place.
Same place, yeah, but guys. He retired on track.
Oh, what?
He retired on track.
He did as well because the car's still going.
Pint-sized geezer retired on track.
That
is not allowed.
That is an instant quali ban.
Pint-sized geezer, you should know better.
Yeah. Pint-sized geezer. The thing is that Pint-sized geezer had a fantastic start.
Yes, he did.
So I don't understand why he's decided that he was going to do that. I really don't. But it does mean now that now that I finally managed to try and catch up with everything on the steward in front, that my first instance is going to be dealing with Pint-Side Geezer's retirement on track.
Yes.
Which is a severe penalty anyway.
Yes.
But enough about that. Let's get back into the action. So Moyland is opening up a gap against Speedy, and Speedy is within DRS there distance for Moyland, so he's got a good chance of staying with it.
Oh, who else has gone? Freedom's gone. Virtual safety car. Right. So we got virtual safety car now, but we didn't get it for when non-human crashed. We didn't get it for when Parkside Geezer retired on track, but we didn't get one. But now non-human spun in the exact same place as Nevo picks up a speeding drive-through penalty, and then Freedom crashes, loses his wing, and the BSC comes out.
Yeah, wow. It's quite bizarre how Nevo picked up a penalty there for speeding on the virtual safety car. So, be interested to see what gets said about that. So, with a virtual safety car coming out, it does give us a moment. So, what year was the first year that this track was first used? Go on, have a get a little guess.
20. Yeah, I mean, it's either 2012 or 2013.
2012. Well done.
What a fucking guess. And I was just literally looking for my little F1 book thing that I've got, but I can't find it.
You know, tell you what, mate. The fact that you spilled that off, that was quite decent.
Yes, it was, and I didn't even know, and that was just a pure guess.
So Nevo's cleared his penalty. A smart thing to do, really, because it means that
definitely
he doesn't have that 5 seconds to work on later. So we have got penalties up and down. We've got Cons. Cons has got a nice line for these S's, by the way.
Has he?
Right. Trust me, right. Watch him. He might not be the fastest guy out there, but he does tend to have a nice line for the S's.
Well, what I'll do then, I'll stay on board with him for the rest of this lap. And
well, he's already gone through the S's, but he's definitely.
I'll just keep an eye on him.
Herbert went 2016, and he goes, I meant 12.
Sorry to say this, Herbert, but you tit.
Okay, so, right, as you can tell, right, it's basically this circuit itself is it's what they call someone's testimony of great work.
Yes.
Right. So,
Lewis has decided to pit, by the way.
Lewis is pitting.
Yes.
So is he pitting early? Oh, he's putting another set of softs. He's putting another set of softs. Or did he have wing damage?
Don't know. Probably.
Or is he going? Or is he going soft, hard?
Moylan picks up a penalty. Right. Let's just have a look at incidents and see if anything on there came up with Lewis. So it's pit stops. So it hasn't popped up yet that it's saying that he has been in the pits.
We'll have a look in a moment. Well, because we've got Beltavay at the moment, who's starting to lose ground very quickly to Nevo. So Beltavay, he's got far from Cons level of going through these S's. Nevo is tend to match Cons with the going through the S's. Like Cons is fantastic at that moment. He's got 13 seconds to make up to catch up with Lewis, who's ahead, or is the next driver ahead. So a big gap has already developed there between the top 7 and the bottom 6. So
I was on board with Speedy, and Speedy does make the move on his teammate, but it looked like Moylan did run a little bit wide and actually let Speedy through. So I think we've got a little bit of team strategy going on here, guys.
Well, that possibly could be the case. Now, Alpine 1-2 would be fantastic for Alpine.
Oh, it's Nevo spun. Nevo has spun just before the Turkish long right-hander.
Yeah.
Left-hand, yeah, right-hander.
Yeah, absolutely right. No, that is... Oh, Freedom flew past. I tell you what, I think Nevo seen that Freedom was coming in there and took the right choice and allowed him to get past him without any issue, because Nevo was still picking up the speed, picking up his pace from the earlier spin.
Yeah. So, but like I said, I think there's a little bit of team play going on here between the two Alpine drivers.
Yeah, and to be honest, that's how teams should be doing it. The teams should be helping each other out with that. Moyland and Speedy, both. Well, DXT Moyland and DXT Sausage. They should be doing this for Alpine. I know Sausage would love to have the constructors title. I know he would. He said it before. He wanted the sausage. Little Sausage did want to say he wanted the constructors title, but he also wanted the teammate that wasn't as fast as him.
Yeah.
And he ended up with Moyland, who got to give He was a bit quicker than Speedy.
Is a bit quicker than Speedy, but I think, and this is God's honest truth, but I think since I've joined doing comms with Gaz in GTFL and DXT, I think Speedy has got the absolute perfect teammate, and I think Speedy's actually learnt something from Moyland as well. So that's the way that's how I see it. I think Speedy's picked up a little bit more, and obviously is learning from Moyland and is getting help from a teammate. Basically, hopefully, fingers crossed that they win the constructors as well.
Well, that's the Alpine dream. Now, we'll never ever see Alpine win a constructors title. Ever win. Because they're French, and French always surrender. No joke, right? People didn't realise this, but the French flag between the years of 1939 and 1945 was white.
Yeah.
Because they just surrendered every single battle. Oh, we quit.
Right, so Moylan's decided to box.
Absolutely. Now, I've got a comment here from Matty Green, Dave, that this track is a Herman Tilke special. Now, I was going to get to that point at some point, and yet it is a Herman Tilke special. This whole circuit is basically just reeks in Herman Tilke jizzing over himself. Knowing these corners were fantastic, people loved them from different circuits. You're going, yo, I'll put this corner there, or this corner there, and what's he done? Made a freaking mess.
Yep.
So basically, right, you look at corner from Bahrain, you look at turn 8 and 9 and 10 in Bahrain, absolutely beautiful corner.
Yep.
Right, it's worth spunking over, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
But when you put too many spunk stains on something, it looks like a plasterer's radio.
Yeah.
And this here is the plasterer's radio of Herman Tilke's portfolio. As we are on board of Freedom, looking to get past Lewis. So it is exactly how I look at the circuit. Yep. It's the plasterer's radio of F1.
Yeah. Now, as you said earlier about DXT Comms has got a great line going through the S's. I actually rode on board with him, and I actually agree with you. He's got a great line going through there.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who's impressing me right now. Flea.
Yeah, Flea.
Absolutely stellar job is Flea doing right now. He's up in 4th. Where did he start? Let's have a look. So he started at 13th, and he's up into 4th.
Moylan spun.
Did he?
Moylan spun at the Turkish corner. So he's only lost one place though to Louis, but he's got his speed back up again and is on the rear of its Louis. So yeah, Moylan had a little bit of a scare there and a little bit of a spun, but like I say, Fleet is doing an amazing job.
Well, Fleet has done a fantastic job. Now Flea, at the moment, he's flying through the S's. Absolute fantastic job is Flea doing. He's currently sitting in 3rd now. DXT Matty they'll probably jump over. A lot of these drivers will probably leapfrog Flea when it comes down to the pits. Yeah. Because still yet to pit Speedy, DXT Anthony, and Flea. Now, Flea pits, he'll probably drop down behind Moyland. Yep. Speedy, DXT Anthony will drop down a couple of positions as well. Herber going, Moyland spinning, no change there. But like Moyland can afford to spin because he'll probably end up back up there anyway because he's that quick.
Yeah.
See, the thing is though, he would not have got away. He would not get away with it if non-human didn't crash out at the S's. No. Because non-human would have been well gone now.
So Speedy and Anthony do pit. Flea continues on, so does Matty. But
well,
no,
Matty's already pitted.
Matty's already pitted, so Flea's the only one that's got to pit then. So
it's Flea and it's Louis and Belterai are still yet to pit. But are they? Yep. What tyres are they on again?
Belter's on hards.
Belter's on hard. You've got it's Louis on softs, and that softs must be screaming at him right now.
Yeah.
Is he pushing for the one stop?
No, it could be.
Tell you what, if it's Louis is hearing this, if he's pushing for the one stop, is he going to go on hards and go to the end? Is he going to push these to like lap 14 and then go on mediums? Knowing mediums will do 14 laps.
Yes.
Or is he going to jump in? Or is he going to jump in and go on hards? Because the way the tyres work, in theory, is that if you have medium to medium, you'll do the whole race.
Yep. As Cons and Louis are battling at the moment, so it looks like Louis is losing a little bit of time. Cons does overtake Louis, but does actually cut that corner as well.
Did he pick up a penalty for that?
No, didn't pick no penalty up for it.
He might have got a warning for exceeding track limits, but the fact is though, that Cons deserves a good position from this race. He's been so consistent. He's been really well done, and it's going to make our choice of driver of the day really tough. Because right now, the driver who's impressed me the most is Flea. He has.
Yes.
He got into the top 5.
Freedom dives down the inside of Louis, but Lewis is also there as well. So Freedom went to go for the double overtake. Lewis does pick a penalty up, but Freedom tried to go for the double overtake, but Lewis actually did the putback. So Lewis just stayed in P7.
Oh, well, it's unfortunate for Freedom, but then Louis done a fantastic job himself anyway, and he does deserve to have a good battle, which he is doing with Freedom at the moment. Freedom looks like he's backed off a little bit, so we'll see how that goes on.
Yeah, Speedy's up now, up into P2. So he has overtaken Flea.
So Flea's dropping down.
Following behind, but yeah, Flea's dropping down. So,
but here's the thing. Now Flea, right? Flea's got rid of these things, right? He's now I've seen Flea racing in different leagues as well. He's one of his drivers right now. He won't mind me saying this, but he's not. He knows he's not quick, but man, does he get the most out of tyres?
Yes,
he gets the most out of tyres. He's quite consistent. He's I'd call him like he's an Alonso type of driver.
Yep.
He knows that he can how to push things. He can get a sly overtake as well. He knows how to overtake.
Yes, he does. He certainly does. He certainly does know how to overtake,
especially in a pit entry. And I've seen footage of him executing perfect pit entry overtakes. And Moylan's on the back, all over the back of Flea now. Obviously, Moylan with the fresher medium tyres will should make light work of Flea.
Yeah,
but
Flea, Anthony is there as well.
Flea's it looks like Flea's conceded that place, knowing Moylan's going to get him.
Yeah.
But I can't.
He's got to defend from DXT Anthony as well.
Late braking from Flea makes that defend a little bit harder. He goes a little bit wide there, going through the Bahrain sector, but he's diving and he takes that place back. Nice. What a move! What a move! That is the overtake of the day right now.
Yeah, that is the overtake of the day. What a move, mate!
Wow, I was actually on board Moylan watching the battle behind. He picks up a penalty, but that was nothing to do with that overtake. That is the sweetest overtake I've seen all race. Now,
that was a good race. Now,
take a bow, Flea.
yes, take a bow, Flea.
Right.
As Anthony does look to go down.
See, Anthony should have been doing this anyway. Now, DXT Anthony is the current champion of TTFL, and it seems like this game's taken a lot out of his ability. Now, is it me, or can you see sparks in that corner that they've just gone past?
I think I can, yeah. Yeah, I can see sparks coming through when they go through the S section.
Yeah, you can see sparks on one of the corners. So I'm bored of Iceman. So I'm going to stay on board of Iceman on my screen. Right, he's coming around turn 2. Let's see which corner it is, if the sparks are still there. Yeah, what corner is that? It's 3, 4, 5, 10, 5. I'm seeing sparks. That's unbelievable. Man, someone's left a firework out on track.
Yeah,
that should be a red flag. Red flag the race.
Should be, yeah.
Now, let's have a little chat about the different drivers that we've got. So, now we all know DXT Sausage, and we all know DXT Matty, we all know DXT Moyland, we know about DXT Anthony. We've talked quite a bit about Flea today. Lewis DeBeeker, we still need to see more about him. Now, Freedom, Mr. McClay, the brother of Non-Human. Now, we've seen him race in Rainers Racing League. I've seen him race in multiple times. He takes a penalty there for that really wide exit. But the penalty he's taken for that exit, it's gave him a good run towards Lewis DeBeeker. Now, he really needs to pull out, Joe, all the moves he can to get that move over and done with, because Lewis is slowing him down. So let's go back to DXT Cons. Mr. Cassit. Oh, he goes over the firework there, but I think that was like a misjudged corner. That it's like, as we know, we've seen him go through the S's, and he's been picking them really well. Quite consistent. Should be expecting some good performances now. Iceman in Monaco. He won Monaco.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Only because DXT Matty ran out of fuel. But it was actually down to the fact that nobody could pass him. So I'm expecting a lot from him in future. Now, Belter A, I do want to see more from this guy, as in more time on track, if you get me. Not more from ability, because we do accept all abilities from drivers.
Yes, we do.
So would like to see more from him.
We've got Loco and it's Louis battling out.
It's the battle at the back. So the thing is that this is brilliant. We love seeing battles up and down the grid. Now, it's Louis he's got some connection issues.
Yes, he has.
So Loco Melix will probably have a little bit of a struggle getting that move done. A little bit cautious. Now, straight up, I'm going to say this now. Last time I seen Loco Melix racing, if I'm off the top of my head, was in France, and he didn't have the cleanest of races. But it looks like today he's actually had a stellar performance. He done really well at the beginning, jumping quite a lot of places, capitalising on mistakes. He's had a few spins, I believe. He's had some damage, but he hasn't had a bad race.
Now, what's going on up front here? Has Speedy had an incident? Speedy
must have spun us something along really wide if Matty's got in front of him now. But the thing is, though, these medium tyres should go to the end.
Yes.
Now, Flea's pitted, and he's in P8. He has, 9 laps to go on soft tyres.
Yep.
Good chance that he could be making strides up. He'll be facing cons in a few laps.
Yep.
So it'd be quite good. Now Nevo's got to be struggling.
Yeah, Nevo has got to be struggling. Yeah, I think Nevo struggled at Suzuka last week. Well, in fact, I don't even think he started the race. I think he retired, or he got caught up in a collision at the start. So, like I say, Nevo's probably struggling around this track, but he's also a very, very clean and quick driver.
Well, yeah, because he is slowly catching up with it's Louis. Belterized jumps in the pits. So, I'll be honest. It almost feels like he's AI, Nevo.
Yeah.
I'm getting that feeling from him. Because it's very, very smooth.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is very, very smooth with the way it's going at the moment.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, if he was AI, Iceman would be catching him a lot quicker than what he is.
Yeah.
Well, he is catching him. So we'll stick on Iceman and see whether Nevo's got AI. If he's got AI, then obviously there'll be an issue that that's happened and he's unable to race at the moment.
At the moment we've got DXT, Matty and Moyland battling out, going wheel to wheel through the S's. But it looks like Moyland does make that move stick, so Moyland now again up into P2. So again, will we see the drive that we saw earlier between both Alpine drivers?
Absolutely. Now we've got a DXT 1, 2, 3, 4 at the moment.
Yes,
so,
we have.
All led by DXT Sausage.
DXT Sausage.
But all this could change when the penalties come into action.
Yep.
So Matty just has to go, right, you know what, I've got to stay at least 3 seconds behind Speedy and Moyland.
Yep.
And not pick up a penalty, and I steal the win.
Yep.
DXT Anthony could actually go just steal a win, and I think that might be his first win of the season.
Might be. Might be.
So we've got It's Louis and Loco Bellic, so are quite close together, so could be expected to move there. We've got Frida, who's still on the back of Lewis Topeka, so we could see move there. We've got the top four within 2 seconds of each other. As Louis and Loco Bellic are having a little bit of a battle there. So Louis managed to get a late break in, overtake Loco Bellic, and Loco Bellic has managed to get the place back. Tell you what, these are actually fantastic moves from these two drivers. Quite a lot of respect. And
oh, a little bit of a jump there by Louis.
The thing is that, right, on my camera on Louis was nowhere near Loco Bellic's.
No.
Right? But we know that Louis has had connection issues. Yep. So I do think that was Louis that gave Loco Bellic a bit of a shunt, but luckily nothing's happened to Loco Bellic and he's still racing. Now, Nevo's actually let Iceman pass by the looks of it. But I don't think Nevo is AI. I just think he's just struggling today. I think he just wants to finish the race clean. Certainly not his usual pace. But the thing is, though, because of the line he's driving, it looks like an AI driver.
Yeah. Yeah. It actually does.
Yeah. So it's like he's got a smooth line, but yeah, it's just just not as quick as what he usually is.
No, we've got Louis and Loco still battling out. Freedom's decided to box. So Lewis
he's probably going to go for
penalty.
He's probably going to go for fastest lap. Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, if you go, that line wasn't AI. Yeah, I was just saying that it wasn't AI, that line. But it's just how smooth it was. The way he smoothly go through the S's, that looked AI. But yeah, we've still got like DXT Anthony's looking to get past DXT Matty, knowing very well he just needs to get past Matty to get first.
Yeah.
And he chooses the outside line. I don't think he's going to make it, but it means he's got the inside.
Oh, he's still got it. He's got the inside line. He's still got it.
But Matty's not going to give up.
Evening, Curly. Welcome, mate.
Curly did say he was going to join us. So thanks, Curly, for joining us, man. It was great to see you. Hope the race went well for you.
You missed that. You missed out on the music, though.
Yeah, you missed out on the music. I might play it on the exit, but
yeah.
No. We'll leave it for next week. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
leave it for next week. We've had it on twice. Leave it for next week.
Leave it for next week. Well, to be honest, he can jump on my stream and then go back to the start anytime he wants. So you can watch it afterwards and listen to. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward for the weekend.
Saturday and then Sunday. Oh dear me, dying. So Lewis picks up the fastest lap of the race.
Do you know the thing is though, right? It just shows, like, Lewis the BK, right? If he's taking fastest lap, why on earth is he not battling at the top?
Exactly. I couldn't agree with you. I couldn't agree with you more, guys. Could not agree with you more. Now it looks like DXT Anthony got a really good exit coming out of the little hairpin.
Holy crap, he's going to get the 2 Alpines!
He is. What a move! What a move by DXT Anthony!
Right.
Gets both Alpines.
So, right, here's the thing, right? That overtake was fantastic. But was it better than Flea's?
No.
No. It's close.
It's close,
because he got 2 cars.
Yeah, he got 2 cars, but Flea's was...
Hold it, are we seeing the revival of DXT Anthony? Is DXT Anthony finally pulled his finger out of his butthole and shown us what he can really do? Because if you look at now, he's already nearly a second away from Speedy.
Yeah.
The DXT Anthony, right, is the equivalent of LH.
Yes.
He should be winning every race.
Yes, he should.
DXT Anthony struggled to get started in this on this for handling mechanisms for F1, but he's shown his true class there.
Yeah, he has.
Absolutely fantastic. Well done, Jake. Absolutely brilliant.
Well done, mate.
So we've got
that move on both of the Alpine drivers.
I didn't think he was going to get it. I really didn't.
No, I didn't.
But the pace he had was something unreal. It was like Lewis Hamilton last week.
Yes. Speedy though. Speedy is looking though. So Speedy does get a little bit closer to DXT Anthony. So could we potentially see a move again from Speedy going up the start and finish?
I hope it's just sort of like, nah, overtake of the season, double overtake for the race lead. The thing is, right, if you're going to look at what the overtake means,
yeah,
then yes, if you add the situation to the overtake, that is definitely the overtake of the season right now, because it is the revival of DXT Anthony. It is the start of what we should be seeing, or what we should have seen from DXT Anthony from the beginning.
Yeah.
But the issue is that if you took the overtake on its own without the situation around it, Flea's late lunge into the 10-16 is probably a better overtake.
Yeah.
It was like that overtake that Lewis Hamilton did to Lando Norris. Last second, bang, it's done.
Yep.
And those are the overtakes that we love to see. Whereas Anthony's is all about the situation. He's fared. He's been struggling all the way through the season to get a win, and then boom, takes the both Alpines in one corner. Beautiful overtake of the season for with the situation. Yes, guaranteed.
Yes, guaranteed.
But like what we got now is that DXT Matty is starting to struggle.
He's losing ground on the top three drivers now.
Right, I was going to look at the penalties and then decide actually no, let's leave it because let's leave it. Let's have a. I can't remember what penalties each of them got, but we know there's definitely at least 3 seconds. So DXT Matty could actually be pushed out of the podium if they've only got 3 seconds.
Yep.
So he's got to hope that they've got 6 seconds. Well, he would see it, but we won't. But the fact that Matty and Anthony have not got penalties is fantastic to see.
Yes, it is. Definitely is. Just remind you of a couple of drivers from Rangers Racing League as well that could actually keep it within
The
track limits and not receive any penalties. Maybe a few, maybe like the odd warning now and again, but
the thing is that it's like you've got to give the respect to the track. This track is one of the hardest tracks to not get a penalty on because of the S sections. Now, I'll be honest, as Freedom does make the move on Flea, and oh my goodness, Flea! Oh, I've never seen anybody cut the corner like that before.
I missed that. I'll probably see that on your stream.
I watched him jump the ball and Flea thinking he's going to try and get in the inside, but he just took her off the corner. He was like, yeah, I'm just going to skip over this. But then he gave up, he backed off and allowed Freedom to have the place back.
So it looks like Speed is kind of backed off now from look at the amount of racing room there between DXT Anthony and Moylan going through that little Bahrain chicane. That section there was absolutely amazing. Both drivers going wheel to wheel around the last part of the corner.
See, this is the thing that like Moylan's got to push hard because he knows he's got to get past DXT Anthony and then some to get that win. But DXT Anthony has got the better tyre. He's got the better track position.
Yeah,
it's not going to be easy.
No, it's not. His tyres are 2 laps younger.
But we've also got at the other end of the thing, we've got Nevo looking to get past Belter. So Nevo's actually finally changed his tampon, got off his little funk, finally changed his tampon, and he's now getting into the battle. So DXT tampon now makes the move on Belter and makes the move stick. And Belter comes in.
Oh, Belter
bit late.
Tried to come back, bit late, but
yeah. So DXT tampon making that move stick. Absolutely fantastic move from the guy who's on the blob.
On the blob.
As Moylan does make a move on DXT Anthony, but he's got to make some big ground. Now, did DXT Anthony understand the right? You know, I can get him back at the start-finish straight, which is a better place to have the DRS, because that corner you could skip in.
Yeah,
let's see how he does, but he's just got to be comfortable. DXT Anthony's just got to be comfortable.
He has 2 laps to go. Oh no! Big mistake. Big mistake there by DXT Anthony. Does pick up a penalty.
Oh no.
So
like, the thing is, because we haven't looked at the penalties, are they even? Or does Moylan have more penalties?
They're even.
Oh, man, you didn't want me to tell me. I wanted to see the excitement at the end. I wanted a good battle at the end.
I'll tell you what then. One driver has got more penalties than every other driver on this track.
Well, I've just kind of switched it on to have a little look. So, while we're having a little look, we've got Moyland, Anthony, and Speedy all on 3 seconds. So the top 3 is going to be decided by track position. The XT Matty is well and truly out of contest for the podium. Freedom on 6 seconds, but Lewis is on 9, so he's covered. Flea on 6, so Flea, he's safe, he won't get in less than 7th. Cons is down at 8th, Ice with 24 seconds. Ice went only 3 seconds. Louis 18, Loco 18, Nevo 12, Belter on 15. So it's when you look at the penalty system, it's all track limits really.
Yep.
They've not made any major things. They've had some drive-through penalties for speed under the safety car, but that's it. So we've only got one driver who's not had a penalty.
And that is the XT Matty.
Yeah.
Anthony does make a move up on Moylan for turn 1. Oh, gets a little bit close there at the top.
And this is the final lap. This is the final lap. So we need this to happen. We need things to happen.
We do.
I'll be honest. I really would love to see Anthony win this race. I really would.
I would as well. Get my
he really does deserve it. He's going to get driver of the day anyway. I'll be honest, because we've seen what he should be doing. But we've got to give special mention to Flea because he's had an outstanding race. It's just a race. I reckon his race strategy would just didn't work for him perfectly.
Yeah, Flea's done a great job tonight.
Yeah, so I'm on board with Anthony now as he comes into, I would say, probably the final chance of a proper overtake.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's backed off. I don't think Anthony's going to get a move done now, unless he's oh, he might be. He might get what? He might get a little cheeky move down here. I'm getting really tense about this.
Yeah, me too.
Come on, Anthony. Come on, do it, man. Do it.
Come on, mate. Do it.
Fucking do it. Sorry for my language, but come on, Anthony. I don't really cheer on drivers. Oh, come on. I really wanted him to do that.
He got a little bit of a snap of understeer coming out of that corner.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I feel like crying now a little bit because he did deserve that win.
Yeah.
Man, proper gutted.
He did. Anthony did deserve that win. That had been one of probably the greatest wins in TTFL for Anthony if he'd have won that.
To be honest, he's got my driver of the day.
Mine too.
Yeah, with a special mention to this guy, Flea. Absolutely stellar performance from him today. I just think he chose the wrong strategy. Because if it came down to performance-wise, he was up there with the best of them.
Yeah.
Alternate strategy just didn't work for him today. Iceman's in 8th, Cons in 9th. Italy comes over in 10th with Loco Melix in 11th. Nevo finishing a race in in 12th, and then we've got Belterai. So, like, let's quick sum up of the race. We've had some fantastic action, some amazing tunes, amazing
tunes as well. We can't forget the tunes.
Yeah. So, Co-Masters has agreed with us with giving Anthony the driver of the day.
Yeah.
Now, I am gutted that he didn't get the win.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, I think we're gonna have to. I'll be honest. I don't think interviews are the right thing right now.
No.
In all fairness, because even though it'd be nice, it would have been nice to hear from some of the drivers. I think we'll just cut that out there. We'll go straight into the standings, and we'll have a look. So we've got Moyland taking the win. Absolutely well deserved. We have DXT Anthony for second with our driver of the day. Speedy in third, DXT Matty in fourth, Freedom in fifth, Lewis the Beaker in sixth with the fastest lap of 1:33.5, and that is an outstanding lap time.
That is an outstanding lap time.
I can't. The nearest person was Freedom with a 1:34.0, so it's half a second. Flea in seventh, great performance from Flea. Iceman in eighth, Cons in ninth, Louis in 10th, Locomelix in 11th, Nevo in 12th, Beltawai in 13th. Our non-finishers today are Pint-Sized Geezer and Non-Human. Also, Dara for being a pathetic weasel and not coming back to the race.
Yep.
So, guys, I've got to say that was a very interesting American race. I would have enjoyed it more if Jake won it.
Yep.
But we did have a DXT 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, we did.
I'll tell you what. We need a representative from Rainer's League in this league.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I know Rainer does have this Friday night racing, but someone who can't race on Friday night racing due to spaces not being available should be able to join us over here. I think next season we may have to go and see if we can get a Rainer's representative for TTFL.
Yep.
Or TTSL.
Yep.
We've got, because Rainer doesn't have a Saturday race. So
No,
maybe so I'll let you do that. See if we do need races for Saturday, I reckon we can see if we can get one from Rainer's to join.
Yeah.
We don't mind spreading the Rainer's name across TTFL. We all know it's a very good league, race to be part of. So yeah, guys, can't say a fair race.
Yep.
Again, a special mention, Jake, fantastic race. Flea, great race. Loco, thank goodness you've actually found a very good maturity to your racing now. So that's great to see. Great to see Alpine doing well for once. Unlucky for Non-Human spinning out, because I would have loved to see him battling Moylan and Anthony at the top. I think it would have been very different. And Nevo, I just want to see you back where you was, mate. I want to see where you belong.
Me too.
Battling at the top.
Yep.
But guys, again, thanks very much for the support. Thanks very much for everybody who's actually commented. Gary from Tesco, Matthew Green, Hobo. Who else did we have? We had Beltawai in here. We had Iceman, Big Sea, Big Salty Seawater, Ash. Thanks for commenting. Yeah, and we've got to wrap it up there, guys. So thanks very much for joining us, guys.
Join us tomorrow.
Yeah, join us tomorrow for the raft.
At Portimao.
Oh, Big Salty Seawater was Lewis the Beaker.
Yes.
And he got a drive-through. If he didn't get that drive-through, he would have been up there. No wonder.
Yes, he would have been. Yeah.
So guys, you got TTSL tomorrow with Curly. No, I'll be honest. I've been watching that guy stream, and the guy's brilliant on his own. I know we've commentated with Curly, and obviously Curly's a very different person to commentate with, but him on his own on his short races, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
So guys, if you get a chance, do listen in to Curly as well. Beltawai was a great race for me. First race with these lads. Tried to keep it safe and costing myself a lot. Hopefully better. No, Belter, mate, you did was a clean. He was a clean driver, man. You did your best, and that's all we asked for. We asked for people. We want to see more from you. We do. So keep it up, and I'm sure you'll work out how everybody drives, and you'll be able to battle it. So yeah, guys, just keep it up. What else can we say? So quick summary: great race, Moylan for the win, Jake's revival, Flea outstanding performance, Nevo
and overtake of the season.
Yeah, overtake of the season from all overtake of the race on merit for Flea, overtake of the season from DXT Anthony with the for the lead. Is Curly still a king of mispronunciation? Yes. Johnny Strokes. That's all I'm gonna say. Johnny Strokes. Love it. The guy's getting called Johnny Strokes for me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Johnny Strokes. Love it. I
love it.
Brilliant.
Love it. But yeah, on that note, guys, we're gonna
have to wrap this up, aren't we? Before we
have to wrap it up. Yeah.
So guys, yeah, again, thanks very much for joining us. Can't wait to see more action from these guys next week.
Yeah, definitely.
I've got to get my head down because I've got some shoes to buy tomorrow. And Hobo, sort my freaking access out, you freaking lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, guys. So it's been Friday.
It has.
This was TeaTime Friday League Racing. So yeah, join us again next week and throughout the week, guys. Just keep an eye open on our streams. Good night.